everyone, and greetings once again from Radio Wasteland Records. It is time for our weekly check into some of the new releases headed to an independent record store near you. Lots and lots of new releases this week, but still too many to fit into a short and succinct video. So we'll send you over to our website at radiowastelandrecords.com if you'd like to see that full list. All you have to do is look for the upcoming releases link. Click on that. You'll see a PDF that has everything listed for this upcoming week. But now, though, let's dive into these new releases scheduled for Friday, the 7th of February, 2025. Something local here-ish to our Midland, Michigan area. Brand new one from Michigander. And this is simply titled Michigander. Our description goes into it saying that this last decade has seen Michigander quietly emerge as a 21st century troubadour whose deft balance of rock energy, alternative adventureness, and heart on his sleeve songcraft continues to endear audiences and tastemakers alike. Born here in Midland, Michigan, but now based in Nashville, singer-songwriter and producer Jason Singer has now got his new one coming out. And again, this is simply called Michigander. We've got two vinyl variations of this, a black vinyl version, and what you see here is an indie exclusive on kind of a forest green marbled vinyl. Each of those coming in at a suggested list price of about $25. We've got quite a few variations of this next one, so please pay close attention. Something brand new from Dream Theater, and I hope I say this right, this is called Parasomnia. Our description says that 15 years in the making, Grammy-winning progressive music titans Dream Theater return with their 16th studio album. Okay, so what we see here first up is Parasomnia and a clear vinyl version. This is a double LP, an ultra clear vinyl with a gatefold sleeve and includes a 12-page booklet. So this one lists for $33. Then there is an indie exclusive coming on something called Black Ice Vinyl, also a double LP, also in that gatefold sleeve with that same 12-page booklet. $40 is the list price for that indie exclusive version of Parasomnia. Then Dream Theater is also putting out a deluxe box set version of Parasomnia. Okay, let's see. This one includes a CD of the full album, a second CD of instrumentals, a Blu-ray audio, the Dolby Atmos with surround sound, as well as that double LP, this coming on dark green 180-gram vinyl with alternative cover artwork on that gatefold. It also comes with a large poster, a hand number foil stamp certificate of authenticity, and a 68-page booklet. So lots of stuff in the deluxe box set version coming at you with a list price of about $150. A couple of new releases of some older Phish shows on deck next. We have LP on LP5 and LP on LP6. Number 5 is the Twist Stash at Uniondale, recorded in 1998. This one has the opening night of 2 Nassau Coliseum shows. List price on that is $23. And then LP on LP6 is the Simple Blazon, recorded in 2021. These come from a 3-night stand at the Ruoff Music Center, better known as Deer Creek, in the Indianapolis suburbs. So a couple of different Phish ones, each of them listing at $23, and I believe each of them are on black vinyl. The ever-prolific Guided by Voices is up next with a new one called Universe Room. This is the 18th Guided by Voices album in the past 10 years, and our description says it packs a vast mix of energy levels and sounds into 17 diverse tracks in less than 40 minutes. Universe Room, brand new from Guided by Voices. Looks like this is on black vinyl only. $25 is the suggested list price there. A couple of different versions of the new one from Kendrick Lamar as well. This is called GNX. Our description is pretty simplistic. It says GNX is the 6th studio album by American rapper Kendrick Lamar, titled after the Buick Regal model and a follow-up to Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers from 2022. There's a black vinyl version of this listing for about $33. Then there is a limited edition gray-colored vinyl. This is an import from Universal Import, a little pricier because of that. $55 is the suggested list price there. And then there is an indie exclusive back stateside. This one on blue-colored vinyl, $33, the suggested list price of that one. And finally, now that we're into February, I guess we can start thinking about Valentine's Day. And when you think about Valentine's Day, you, of course, think about punk rock. Okay, here's a brand new one from Cleopatra Records. It's called A Punk Rock Valentines. Various artists coming on marbled red vinyl. The description says that this bleeding heart red marbled vinyl pressing, punks need love too, and this bold collection of blistering anti-love songs will put a safety pin through the heart of even the most die-hard punk rock fan. This one has selections from the likes of The Damned to Iggy Pop, The Vibrators, the UK Subs, The Dead Boys, and many, many more. And this is the first ever loved-themed compilation to feature so many punk rock legends all in one place. So Punk Rock Valentines on that blood red marbled vinyl. Various artists, the list price on this one coming in at $28. Onward now to the reissues scheduled for the 7th of February. Got a couple of versions of an old favorite from Wilco, and this is called A Ghost Is Born. This was the 5th studio album by the American rockers Wilco, originally released in 2004 by None Such Records. And the description says it features singer Jeff Tweedy on lead guitar more than any previous Wilco album. Looks like we've got a double LP black vinyl version of this coming in at a suggested list price of $40. And then being Wilco, there is also a box set version of this album. 9 LPs and 4 CDs, A Ghost Is Born Deluxe Edition. This has the studio album, the reissue as we mentioned, plus alternates, outtakes, and demos, a complete concert from October of 2004 at the Wang Center in Boston. It also has the 4 CDs as we'd mentioned, the complete fundamentals, housed at the back of a 48-page full-color hardcover book with previously unpublished photos and a new in-depth recording history of the album by Grammy-winning writer Bob Mayer. This is all encased in a 2-piece box, slipcase in slipcase, a holographic foil-type spine on here as well. Holy cow, that's a lot. The deluxe box set of A Ghost Is Born, again, 9 LPs, 4 CDs, and a lot of other extras in there. $250 is the suggested retail price on that one. Other reissues scheduled for the 7th are a couple of versions of White's Off Earth Now from the Cowboy Junkies. This 1986 studio album was the band's debut album, and it's composed almost entirely of rock and blues covers, with the only original song from the Junkies on this one being Take Me on that album, again, originally from 1986. 2 versions of this. White's Off Earth Now from the Cowboy Junkies on black vinyl, 180 gram, $36 is the suggested list price there. And then pictured here, we have a red vinyl version of this, also listing for $36. Mad Villainy, the audiophile edition, is up next. This is the only studio album by Mad Villain, which are MF Doom and Madlib. Widely regarded, according to our description, as one of the best hip-hop albums of all time. Inexhaustibly brilliant with layer upon layer, carefully considered, yet immediate hip-hop, forward-thinking, and always close to its roots. That is a quote from Pitchfork magazine. So this new version includes upgraded packaging combined with audiophile sound quality for the ultimate listening experience. Mad Villainy from Mad Villain. The audiophile edition, $45 is the suggested list price there. Up next is an official release of an often bootlegged album. This is Under the Influence from the band Wild Side. A little bit of info on this. The description says that this is a monstrous album along the lines of Hardline, War Babies, The Wrecking Crew, Roxy Blue, and this was released when Awful Grunge first appeared. Originally named Young Guns, this Los Angeles quintet formed in 1991 and were snapped up by Capitol Records for an album deal. So now we have got an official pressing of Under the Influence, a 90s record that was only on CD. From Wild Side, this is coming on orange-colored vinyl, and the list price here is about $35. Another neat reissue from The Donnas, and this is called Gold Medal. If you're unfamiliar, The Donnas began as a self-styled co-ed answer to the Ramones, playing gleefully unapologetic pop punk from a decidedly female perspective. But Gold Medal marked a move away from the Donnas' harder, faster ethos toward a more polished, a la acoustic guitars and pop sound, veering towards 70s psychedelia. So here we have Gold Medal from the Donnas. This is coming on gold smoke vinyl and includes a poster. $36 is the suggested list price there. Just released last year, but now we're getting a new variation pressing. This is One Assassination Under God, Chapter 1, from Marilyn Manson. This version is coming on pink and blue splatter vinyl. List price here is about $28. And speaking of out-of-print rare things, here is a Music on Vinyl reissue of Ultra Twist from The Cramps. According to our description, the garage punk band The Cramps returned in 1994 with this EP, Ultra Twist. Its title track was released as a single, and it was a rugged update of the 60s dance craze. So this 12-inch also contains Confessions of a Psycho Cat and No Club Lone Wolf, which both perfectly showcase the unique blend of the punk, rockabilly, and garage rock. So Ultra Twist, available on black vinyl. This is coming from Music on Vinyl. And keep in mind, this is a 3-song EP, but the originals go for hundreds of dollars. So now when you look at this one coming in at a suggested list of $35, you can go, oh, okay then. But Ultra Twist from the Cramps, from Music on Vinyl, coming out. It should be a fun one, hopefully, as well. A couple of soundtracks to wrap us up for the 7th, and we have a repressing of the Tank Girl soundtrack. You need to see this movie if you haven't. It's just good, campy fun, but, not a very good movie, of course. But the soundtrack is absolutely great. You've got Bjork, Veruca Salt, Ice-T, Hole, Bush, Devo, Belly, and Joan Jett, along with Paul Westerberg. A fantastic soundtrack for a fun movie. But Tank Girl, the original soundtrack, repressing coming in at $40. It is on colored vinyl, but it does not say, of course, what color that is, but still a fun one to get a hold of. And then finally, we're getting a repressing of The Wiz, the Super Soul Musical Wonderful Wizard of Oz. Try saying that 10 times fast. This reissue is coming on red colored vinyl, and our description reminds us that the Wiz Broadway soundtrack, released in 1975, featured the original cast of the Tony Award-winning musical. This soul-infused adaptation of The Wizard of Oz includes some standout numbers like Ease On Down the Road and Home, showcasing a vibrant blend of R&B, funk, and pop. So the album's energetic and innovative sound helped redefine the musical genre, setting a new standard for African-American theatrical productions. Its success, by the way, led to a groundbreaking film adaptation, which remains a cornerstone of musical theater history. So this reissue of The Wiz, the Super Soul Musical Wonderful World of Oz, on red colored vinyl, this one listing for about $25. And that is a quick check of some of the releases headed our way for Friday, the 7th of February, 2025. If you're local and you see something you'd like us to get a hold of for you, just contact the store and we will put in that pre-order. Otherwise, you can check out our website at radiowastelandrecords.com. Look for that full list of everything that's coming out in the 7th, and from there, you can also place pre-orders. And by the way, if you check out that list, there is a lot of metal. I mean, like some obscure, hard, heavy metal stuff coming out on the 7th as well. So make sure you check out that full list and let us know if you need something. So until next time, this is Jim from Radio Wasteland. Thanks a lot for being here, and we'll check you out next week.